What's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another MLB 16 The Show Diamond Dynasty episode of Risers and Fallers. It is Friday, so you guys know what that means. It's time for our weekly roster upgrades. We're going to go over the console version of it. Well, not console version, but the display on the console. Again, remember, you can always find these upgrades early in the morning on Fridays at daddyleagues.com. They get the information up there really quickly. So let's go over everything here. Not really a ton of upgrades, a bunch of downgrades, guys. So we'll go over, let's see here. Marcell Ozuna goes +3. I had him in my video yesterday. He's hitting very well, over 500 in the last week, over 400 for the last month. 337 on the season, 9 home runs, 25 runs batted in, so he goes up +3. If he continues to play this way, he could certainly get himself into the 80s and maybe a gold card. A guy who did get a gold card, finally, well deserving, it took a long time, is Daniel Murphy. He goes +3. Remember, he was an 81 a couple weeks ago, went to an 83, now an 86. I'll be interested to see his price. I haven't really took a look at it yet. But he is hitting .393. I think he's still #1 in baseball in batting average. 7 home runs, 27 runs batted in. Just having a fantastic year after that huge playoff run last year. But they give him plus to contact power. His vision and discipline go down a little bit, but that's okay. He still gets a +3 overall. Danny Valencia gets a +3. He had a really hot week last week. I don't think he kept it up this week. But again, these updates are kind of a week behind, so this is kind of on par. I got a feeling he'll probably hold there unless he can continue to, do what he does. Eldamas Diaz, I'm pretty sure I butchered his first name. I think I always do. He's continuing to have a great season now. His batting average has dipped a little bit. It's down to .319 now, but he's at a 77. I think he started in the 60s or lower 70s, so this is his second upgrade. Good to see him getting some recognition. Vince Velasquez goes +2. He's been fantastic for the Philadelphia Phillies. Aaron Nola got the upgrade last week. Velasquez gets one this week. 5-1, 3.32 ERA. Philly's got a bright young future with those two guys, a nice 1-2 combination possibly. The old veteran Yadier Molina, he's having a pretty good season, guys. He's just still doing it. I think he broke the record a couple weeks ago for like most plate appearances as a catcher defensively. I shouldn't have said plate appearances because he wasn't batting, but it was just some insane number. Go look it up, it's crazy. But he goes to an 84, one away from a gold, guys. These are the cards you want to invest in. Yadi and then Jeff Samardzija, who seemed to have found his groove. 7-2, 62 strikeouts, 2.54 ERA. He absolutely shut down my Rockies earlier in the season. He struggled last year. A couple of years ago, he was good with the Cubs. They traded him away. I think he went to Oakland. Can't remember how he did there. But then last year, he struggled a ton, and it, kind of thought that his career was going to start to go on a decline, but he seemed to have found his groove, a really good record there. The Giants with Johnny Cueto, Madison Bumgarner, and Jeff Samardzija, if those three can continue to pitch well, I picked them in the beginning of the year. I think that they're going to go to the World Series. So now let's talk about some downgrades. There's quite a few guys that got hit, primarily pitchers. Dallas Keuchel. Somebody on Twitter pointed out I think, just his WAR over like the last 6 years, or over his career, I should say. And last year really was the only time he had a good year. So maybe last year was just luck, and this dude isn't really a good pitcher. 2-6, 5.92 ERA, just absolutely brutal. I hope you didn't spend a lot of money on this card. His second downgrade, remember he was like a 91, down to an 87. Sonny Gray, another guy really struggling, 3-5 record, 5.91 ERA. His second downgrade of the year. He's now down to an 87. I think he started at a 90, I believe, to start the year out. And then Matt Harvey, this one, a lot of people know about. He was a diamond card to start the year out. He's now an 88. He goes -3, 3-7, 6.07 ERA. Those are three really good pitchers to start the year off that are not doing good. Ryan Madson, he goes down backwards, which isn't good because he was an 86. He got bumped up a couple weeks ago, from silver to gold, and now he's back down to silver. Some other guys that got decreased, Mark Teixeira, he's really struggling this year. Russell Martin, I think that was one that we had talked about in the past videos. Look at that average, 178, just not doing very well at all. Alexi Ramirez not pitching, not hitting it well at all either. He's struggling. No home runs, 15 runs batted in. Blake Swihart from the Red Sox. Now, I don't know if this was because maybe they changed his position. I thought he was a catcher. He played a lot of left field against the Rockies over the last couple days. Jorge Soler goes down. Who else? Sean Tolson. I thought this guy might actually get an upgrade, but then he was bad. He was leading baseball in saves for a short period there, but look at that ERA, 10.12. That's not what you want to see out of your closer. So let's go ahead and take a look at the marketplace now. Now, we also got some new cards, and it's good that they're adding these in early in the morning. We should get new packs later today. That's usually what's been happening. I'm sure it'll be some type of Memorial Weekend pack, which will be really cool. You know, I probably won't waste my stubs on it, but if you guys do, good luck. But they usually feature some brand new cards, and this week we got a bunch of new ones, so we're going to go over to the Brewers and take a look at Robin Yount. Let's see if we can find the Brewers. I'm having a brain fart. There they go. So he gets a new card. Actually, where is it? I'm looking at it here. It's a 93 overall shortstop. Maybe this is it. I don't know why it's on Daddy Leagues. Never mind me. My bad. Let's go over to the next one. The next one's going to be Ian Desmond from the Nationals. It looks like he got himself a new card. Let's see if this one's in game. So there it is, flashback, 88 overall. This is a new card into the game. Will probably be pulled in the new packs that are coming out shortly. Asdrubal Cabrera from the Indians, shortstop, gets a brand new card. Let's take a look at this one. It's a flashback, 86 overall. And then there was one more, Elteron Simmons, another name that I'm sure I just butchered, from the Braves, another shortstop. So quite a few shortstops. Actually, I think they're all shortstops. So that's probably going to be the theme for this week's packs, guys. I mean, it's pretty obvious here. Simmons, Yount, Cabrera, and Ian Desmond, all shortstops, all getting new flashback cards. So I'm sure that there'll be some type of promotion with those. Maybe you'll get yourself some Troy Tulowitzkis and Carlos Correas and whatnot. So that's going to wrap it up for this week. Actually, I lied. I wanted to quickly take a look at the cost on Daniel Murphy now that he's gone upgrade. Let's take a look here. I pump faked you guys. Well, let's see. So he's still holding pretty solid there. I actually think I have one of these cards now. I'm pretty excited about that. He's going to be a good bench player for me. Great power. But yeah. Oh, you know what? I forgot to mention Jonathan Lucroy. He was not on the in-console screen. My bad, but let's go ahead and mention him. His price is skyrocketed. He was well under 1,000 coins a couple weeks ago. This might be a card that I'm going to take a look at and probably put on my squad. I'm really struggling with Saltalamacchia as my catcher, and Lucroy was really hot the last couple weeks, so well-deserved upgrade for him. Matt Carpenter is another new card in the game, probably a rookie card. Jay Bruce, he went from 78 to an 81. Steve Pearce goes from a 79 to an 81. Matt Holliday goes backwards, 84 to an 80. Remember, he got a big upgrade a little while ago when they switched him from the outfield to first base. Looks like he's back in the outfield now in the game as well. And I think that'll just about do it. If you want to see the full list, again, daddyleagues.com is the place to be. I'm Popular Stranger, and I'm out. Peace!